On this episode of Road Trip Iowa.
I can't take it.
We're traveling the northern section of Highway 27. From Charles City to Waterloo, we discover historic treasures, hometown traditions,
who's ready to crash some combines?
And sweet spots along the way.
A really cool place for like little reunions to happen.
Coming up next on Road Trip Iowa.
Musco Lighting is an Iowa company that travels across the U.S. and to more than 125 countries to light community recreation fields, stadiums, airports, monuments, and more. While our reach is global, we're committed to our local communities. Beverly Thomason Schultz, honored to support local programming on Iowa PBS.
From St. Louis to St. Paul, the Avenue of the Saints is a 4-lane highway connecting two major U.S. cities that was originally proposed by an Iowan. In Iowa, the route is officially State Highway 27, and today we're taking it south from Charles City to Waterloo. Let's take a look at our itinerary. We'll tour a place of worship made famous by a beloved hymn. Visit an old dairy barn now serving up comfort food alongside locally made arts and crafts. Go fast and get wet at an unexpected oasis. And we'll explore an iconic Iowa dairy with a unique mascot. We begin just outside Charles City, where rolling farmland gives way to an unexpected patch of turf, serving up a stage for a timeless game.
Well, I'd like to think it's a little piece of heaven.
Along a quiet country gravel road nestled within rolling farmland sits the All-Iowa Lawn Tennis Club. It's
a grass tennis court made in the replica of Wimbledon Center Court. And I've been very fortunate. I've been to Wimbledon and worked with the ground staff, so we picked up many of the techniques that they use there and brought them back to Iowa. It took a year and a half to build. It was built over the summers of 2002 and 2003.
In 2016, the Kewins lost their son Alex unexpectedly. To honor his memory, the family dedicated the court as the Alex J. Kewin Court of Dreams and launched an annual youth tennis invitational.
It's just been a great family legacy that now bears Alex's name, and so it's just something that we want to keep going here. It's easier on your body. You know, it's softer. You can play on it longer. It doesn't reflect the sun's heat back at you. It absorbs that in the grass. And it's just all the bad hops and everything to expect, but that's just part of playing on grass, and that's what makes it fun.
She played tennis growing up and into college, and we had seen just that this was a playable public grass court that we could reserve, and it looked incredible. We looked up the story about Mark and everything about it, and it just seemed amazing.
It's really different from hard courts, which is what I played on exclusively growing up, but it's fun. I feel like there's a lot more variety.
Our guests come from all over. This year so far we had people from 17 states.
Travelers can reserve a slice of Wimbledon-worthy court time, Memorial Day weekend through mid-September, and even settle in for the night at the charming farmhouse just steps away.
Our goal is to sustain it, and that's why that is now a vacation rental, and people now pay to play on the court.
I just think it's a really special story, you know, for somebody to really fall in love with the game, to fall in love with a place, so much to commit to, you know, breeding your own grass and really building this in Iowa, of all places. I just think it's a really special location and worth seeing.
There's a lot of reasons we kind of want to keep this going. It's just an Iowa treasure.
proud fine arts tradition is alive and well in Charles City, thanks to its lively arts community. We're stopping in at the public library, where a permanent display of prints are showcased, made possible by the generosity of a local art collector.
We are currently in the Charles City Library's Mooney Gallery. It's a small section of the library that has been set aside and was renovated in about the year 2000 to give space to all of this beautiful art that you see on the walls around us.
Born in 1859, Arthur Mooney spent most of his youth in Charles City, where his love for art first took shape. After studying photography and art in the Midwest and building a successful career with Eastman Kodak in New York, he traveled widely, collecting the fine art prints that now anchor this remarkable local collection. All donated to the library in 1941 after his death.
All of these prints are original.
Originals from masters like Rembrandt, Dali, Goya, and Picasso, plus highlights from other renowned artists, including Iowa's own Grant Wood.
I would be hard-pressed to think of another free museum, frankly anywhere in Iowa, much less a small town like Charles City, where you could come in and at no cost visit and see a Picasso, and see some Rembrandts, and see a piece of art that was made 500 years ago. Just the sheer breadth of the collection is really quite impressive.
The Mooney Art Gallery, reflecting one collector's passion as well as the artistic spirit of Charles City. Settled among Iowa's endless slopes of rolling countryside rests a place of worship that ascended during the days of covered wagons. A place made famous by a sentimental hymn, the Little Brown Church in the Vale.
There's a church in the valley by the wildwood, no love.
So there's a gentleman called William Pitts, who was a musician, lived in Wisconsin, came down here in 1857, and because there was nothing here other than grass and trees and so on and so forth, and had this vision from God to write this song about a little brown church in the Vale.
Come to the church in the wildwood, oh, come to the church in the dale.
It's one of the, I think, most prominent historical sites in the area. The church is known throughout the world. We get letters and comments and emails from people as far as Indonesia and Thailand, and we've had groups from Korea come and sing for us and sing the song in Korean. And so it's certainly a landmark, and it's a very special place. We have visitors almost every single day, and they fill in the guest book so we know where they're from, and they're from all over the States and abroad. We do a guided tour. I'm usually the guy that does that, and then we sometimes have lunch for them after that. And the other major thing we do here is weddings, of course. It's a wedding destination place. We've done something like 76,000 plus weddings since 1864. We have a church service every Sunday morning at 10:30. And so if somebody's in the area, we invite them to come by and join the worship service.
No spot is so dear to my childhood as the little brown.
After marrying an Iowan, Pastor Drew McColm relocated to Chickasaw County with his wife in 2018, where the legend of the Little Brown Church became his reality.
My wife always used to boast about Midwest people and just our salt of the earth and just regular folks, and that's what we found. And so we've got a wonderful congregation of folks like that, farmers, you know, folks that work the soil, and just a great bunch of people. So it's a delight to pastor people like that. It's just a very special place.
No spot is so dear to my childhood as a little brown church in the dale.
Next up, it's demolition time. Where does a combine go when it's put out to pasture? The Bremer County Fair.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Brewer County Fair Combine Demolition Derby.
It'll be loud, a lot of smoke, crashing, crunching, tires popping, parts breaking.
People like to raise a little hell. I mean, it's crazy.
I don't know, it's just like awesome. It's just like going in there and getting after it. Probably started when I was 18. Once you get your first combine, trying to basically go from a operating combine to a demo combine gets pretty hands-on. It takes a lot. That ain't gonna work. It ain't even on there. Get your welder out. Get the pickup over here.
We're in the pits for the Combine Demolition Derby.
Good God.
It's basically how it sounds, I guess. It's combines that go after each other and try and take them out. As you can see, they're definitely not like the ones in the field today. A lot of these are from 60s, 70s era. We have them remove the glass, make the separator inoperable, remove the unloading auger, remove the ladder, make the heads a battering ram.
Genius doesn't know how to fix his combine, so we'll just let it leak diesel everywhere.
I didn't know it was.
And then after that, we'll fire up the welder. 'Cause why not? I mean, I don't got any better idea. How about you?
Some of these got bought for $300-400. Some might have cost a couple thousand.
No, the combines do not cost $20,000. They are $1,000. It's like, yeah, well, we buy it for what we can take it to the scrapyard for. But let's let them think that. Then they come. They're like, oh my God, look at these dummies.
We'll have 2 heats of large combines, and then we'll have a small feature with 6 small combines, a medium feature with 6 medium combines, and then we'll do the large feature with 4.
Well, I can't promise it's gonna work, but I can promise it's better than it was.
There's always a couple that don't make it in. You have to make it in the ring. If you can't make it in the ring, you aren't going to get any pay because you got to show up. And even if you only drive a little ways, you still got to run.
Pop tires, the back axles get taken out so they can't steer, and then they're just dragging around, or if the engine overheats or something like that.
You'll hardly ever get these front tires popped on these things because they're tubed and they're tanked. Unless you have a tire like that piece of junk. But
I'm only talking about my tire like that.
he ain't gonna last.
Hey!
Anybody will tell you it's a #1 crowd pleaser, money maker. Everybody likes to see stuff smashed.
Some of you are here for the red, some of you are here for the green, but we're all here for the red, white, and blue. Please stand and sing with me our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see?
It's a rush when you could put on a good show and, seeing the crowd and seeing the way the fans react.
Who's ready to crash some combine? 3, 2, 1, go! Wow, a big 4-way crash.
For a while, you just start smashing them. You just go at it, and then after a few hits, you're like, okay, I got to be strategic about this. I mean, if you get the rear ends out of them, they're pretty well done for. So you got to build them suckers strong.
Oh my goodness!
Just when you think you've seen it all, something different happens.
The most fun is smashing and crashing and all that stuff and tipping the combine over, and people like to see crazy.
Oh, he might flip. Oh, that was close.
It's just, I don't know, it's a blast. If you have little kids, they just love this stuff. I mean, they just eat it up. They watch and big stuff, boom.
Down from behind, oh! Big boomer, and he's out.
And everybody knows just about everybody in that combine demo.
Do it with a bunch like my best friends. We're all farm kids, farm people around here. One way or another, we're connected to a farm.
Down to 2, we got ours moving on. What a show! How about that, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, baby. To the finale. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, if you haven't seen it before, it's kind of an experience. And if you have seen it before, it's still an experience.
Who had a great time at the Brewer County Fair? Who wants to come back next year?
Originally built as a dairy barn a century ago, Barnhappy now celebrates Iowa's agricultural roots near Cedar Falls. Inside, you'll find locally made comfort food alongside a curated collection of Iowa-made fine arts and crafts, offering an authentic taste of the state in one stop.
We're right here at Barnhappy. It's the residence that we've had for about 28 years. And Barnhappy then is something that my wife had a vision to start really about 23 years ago.
God gave the idea after we'd actually prayed for over a year for something to do. The idea came to me as I was falling asleep one night. Take the barn that's full of pigs and manure and hay and turn it into a place where you can sell things made in Iowa and serve homemade treats and goodies.
Products from over 100 vendors are sold at this cozy commerce corner. But not just treats and goodies.
We have lots of things you can't eat too, like candles, lotions, soaps, crafts, art. People love, when they travel places, love taking things from Iowa. And we appreciate y'all landing here for your little class reunion. What class did you all graduate in?
1963.
1963. People meet their friends here. And so it's a really cool place for like little reunions to happen.
This is just a place where us gals get together, usually twice, 3 times a year, maybe. Yes, we love it here.
We've had a lot of people over the years pull onto the property and say they just relax here and unhook and feel different here. And we sense that that is one, you know, we are a people of faith and we pray for this place, but it's also the beauty of nature that God made and we're designed to be in it. And I do think when you come here, you feel that and it does just kind of relax you. So that's how I would describe it.
Perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Our next stop starts with a splash at an unexpected oasis right in the heart of the Cedar Valley. Welcome to Lost Island, where imagination runs wild, adrenaline is always on high, and where a world-class getaway is just an Iowa road trip away.
We've been doing this for 25 years, and it never gets old watching children and adults walk through the gate for the first time and watch their jaws drop. The water park is very, tropical vacation. Lots of palm trees, thatched huts. We have cabanas overlooking the pools. If you think of Noah's Ark or Typhoon Lagoon or Schlitterbahn, any major water park in the country, we have all of those attractions and more.
Owned and operated by Waterloo's Birch family since 2001, this family-friendly water park has evolved into an even bigger experience.
We started thinking, well, how else could we bring visitors to the area since the water park has kind of reached its saturation point? And it was decided in about 2015 that maybe the direction we needed to go was to try dry attractions.
So in 2022, the adventure expanded. Just steps away from the water slides, wave pool, and palm trees, the Lost Island theme park opened. Delivering edge-of-your-seat thrill rides right here in the heart of Iowa.
Lost Island Theme Park brings all of the features that you would find at a big budget facility in Orlando or other parts of the world to the Midwest.
From the rush of the ride to the speed of the slide, Lost Island is the perfect escape for day trippers, right here in Waterloo. We're here at Hansen's Dairy near Hudson, spread across over 400 acres of gently rolling farmland. This family-run operation has earned a trusted name for its farm-fresh dairy products. Let's take a look around. Well, we're here with Jordan Hansen at Hansen Dairy. You're giving us a tour of this place. It's great. This is a real working dairy farm.
It is.
So give us a little history.
Yeah, so the farm has been in our family for over 150 years. Right now, we actually have the 6th and 7th generation of the family that's living here and working here.
How many cows do you have on your farm right now?
So we have about 300 total. We have Holstein dairy cows. We have mostly black and white Holsteins. We have a few red and white Holsteins as well. And then we have our Wagyu Holstein beef herd that lives alongside the dairy.
We're gonna go ahead and head outside and get on the trolley so we can make our way down to the farm for our tour.
So you have people who come and visit and tour your farm from all over the world, people who have maybe never been on a farm before,
Right.
those city folk, right?
Right.
What are some of the things that they're gonna see?
Yep, so we bring them on a trolley ride down to the farm from our tour center, and then we're gonna do the whole tour on foot, and so they really get to see the behind the scenes of everything that we do here. First stop is usually gonna be to feed the calves. So they're always hungry, they're always excited to see the tourists, and then we will go over and get to see the kangaroos, which is our farm mascot, and so that is a really unique experience for people. Most people don't get to get that close up and personal with the kangaroos.
Okay, how did kangaroos end up on a dairy farm?
My husband had visited Australia, really liked the kangaroos that he saw there. He wanted to get them as pets. And the tourists really like to interact with them just because it's not an experience you get everywhere, so.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, we are on the farm and things are happening. What is this?
Yeah, so this is a brand new baby. She was just born probably a couple of hours ago. And you can tell they're able to walk right away. So
we are
just
seeing
peeking
it
out around the corner there.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to take a tour? The calves are hungry. We can go feed one right now.
Yes, I'd love to. Ready to feed the babies. How is this different than feeding a real baby? What do I need to do?
Oh, well, it's a lot the same. It's just a lot bigger bottle.
Okay.
So we're gonna make sure that she is figuring it out here. She was just born yesterday, so.
Oh, whoops. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there
I
you
got
go.
it all over you.
Yep.
There you go.
And then you just have to tilt it up like a real bottle. This is something that the tours get to help with.
I bet this is one of the highlights of the tour.
It
People
sure
get to
is,
feed
yep.
a cow. Well, I think she's full. Okay, so we've seen some baby cows, and now we're gonna see a baby kangaroo.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, I'm super excited to show you. Let's go.
I can't wait.
All right, here she is. This is Ruthie.
Oh my gosh. I am holding a baby kangaroo. I never thought that was something I would do. The cuteness.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And she weighs nothing.
Yep.
I can't take it.
Who knew that it would take coming to a dairy farm to hold a baby kangaroo?
Right?
Look at this. Oh. After touring the barns, feeding the cattle, and bouncing around with the kangaroos, stop by Hansen's Tour Center to check out their local Iowa foods, from milk to steaks and even ice cream. Jordan, thanks for showing us around today. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now we get to try the products. This is the hard part, but
Yep.
someone's got to do
Somebody's gotta
it.
do it.
Right,
Yep.
okay. Ooh.
Cheers.
Yes, cheers. Mm-hmm. It's good. Tucked into the lush landscape of Iowa's Cedar Valley, a 40-acre sanctuary unfolds into a living mosaic full of colorful plants, flowers, and trees. The Cedar Valley Arboretum and Botanic Gardens invites visitors to wander at their own pace, exploring the paved and natural trails that wind through carefully curated gardens and open woodland. Enjoy formal gardens that give way to native prairie grasses, and seasonal blooms that ensure that no two visits will feel the same. A perfect pause for travelers, offering a peaceful and inspiring stop along this stretch of Highway 27 in the Cedar Valley. The Avenue of the Saints connects Minnesota to Missouri, but some of its most memorable roadside attractions are found right here in the Hawkeye State. We toured a gallery of world-famous artwork and prints in Charles City, watched a one-of-a-kind demolition derby in Waverly, hung out with kangaroos at Hansen's Dairy near Hudson, and we explored 40 acres of lush landscape at the Cedar Valley Arboretum and Botanic Gardens. A drive down Iowa 27 is sure to take you somewhere new, so pull up a map and plan your trip today. For more on the history, culture, and landscapes along Iowa's highways, join us next time on Road Trip Iowa.
Musco Lighting is an Iowa company that travels across the U.S. and to more than 125 countries to light community recreation fields, stadiums, airports, monuments, and more. While our reach is global, we're committed to our local communities. Beverly Thomason Schultz, honored to support local programming on Iowa PBS.